Hey, what's going on? It's your boy back at you with another video, man. I'm chilling out. And I want to talk about the Lakers on this one. And this is not going to be a very nice video about LeBron. So y'all might as well just, put your seatbelts on. And we gonna clown this whole ass nigga, man. First of all, Lakers lost last night, 118 to 111 over the Minnesota Timberwolves, which y'all saw the game. And, Anthony Edwards went off, Karl Anthony Towns. They did their thing last night. Got punched in the mouth. And the thing on this, right, is that this Laker ball club has to come with some type of sense of urgency. And I didn't see any sense of urgency last night. And I was real disappointed with LeBron James not playing last night. And I want to, I heard, Shannon Sharp, with his dick riding bitch ass, right? He's a total bitch. That every time LeBron fuck up, he always makes a bunch of excuses. The Lakers are 15-15 on the season. They're right back to the same shit. They do this shit every fucking year. Every time you turn around, 500. All these moves they made in the offseason. But I'm really disappointed with LeBron that he didn't play last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. My thing is this. Why you duck? I think he ducked the Minnesota Timberwolves because he didn't want to play against Karl Anthony Towns. He didn't want to play against Rudy Gobert. And he didn't want to play against Anthony Edwards. He did not want to play against this team because they have the best record in the NBA right now, or tied with the best record. But they're surprisingly one of the best teams in the NBA. And Anthony Edwards is turning into a goddamn monster. And, I mean, this team, Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, man, they are really starting to click together. And Minnesota got a nice little young team. So, but the point I'm trying to make with this video is why the fuck LeBron James ducked the Minnesota Timberwolves? And I think nobody's going to call him out but me. I think that was some weak-ass shit. That, let's face it, you already don't have a lot of talent. D'Angelo Russell is playing like shit. Torrey Prince, he's hit and miss. Only guy you really got on this team basically is Anthony Davis. And I felt bad for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis did the best he could do last night. And I know Anthony Davis is tired of this bullshit, man. I know he is tired of LeBron resting games. He needs to cut this shit. He needs to play every ball game. And I feel like if he can't play every ball game, I think he needs to fucking retire. Why the fuck are you playing and you got $1 billion? LeBron has nothing left to prove. I might talk that shit, but LeBron is one of the greatest players to do it. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean, just because you're one of the greatest, doesn't mean you have to it's about a team effort. And I think he let them down last night. They were talking about ankle tendonitis. Ankle tendonitis my ass. Take that report and shove it up your ass. Because he just didn't want to play last night. He ducked. And he needs to cut that shit out. All of this resting my ass. And your team had already lost. You go into that game last night, they lost what? 3 out of the last 4 games. And this fool out here resting. There's nothing wrong with him last night. And I just feel like if he can't play every game, his ass needs to retire. I love LeBron. And I don't want to make this video. I didn't want to make this shit. It doesn't feel good for me to make this video. But I am tired of hearing the goddamn excuses. His ass needs to be out there. Because I got stats for you. Kareem in the 84-85 season, age 38 years old, he missed 3 games. Michael Jordan, 2002-2003 season, 39-40, he played every fucking game. So don't give me these bullshit excuses. LeBron is in tip-top shape. He's probably in shape. He is probably in better shape than half of these young players in the NBA. Don't give me that bullshit, man. that you're supposed to be setting an example, man, for the young guys. And you out here bullshitting, man. He needs to be out there playing. They depend on him. He makes the Laker offense go. He needs to be out there. This is not coming out of a place of hate. It's just coming out of a place of truth. That you don't have time to keep skipping games. You don't have that luxury when you don't have a lot of talent. You know, a lot of guys like Vanderbilt trying to get his, trying to get back up to speed. Gabe Vincent has been hurt. And then my question is, why the fuck would you get Christian Wood if you're not going to play him? He's a talented center that can score. He can hit the three ball. He might not give you much on defense, but he tries. He plays hard every night. Jackson Hayes, he might not be an offensive player, but he's going to hustle. He's going to rebound. Why he's not playing his bigs? Why did he have Hachimura guarding Karl Anthony Towns? That's not going to work. What is Darvin Ham doing? Is he trying to get fired? Then you wasted all your energy on this play-in tournament. That shit means nothing, man. I mean, LeBron got to cut that shit out. I love LeBron. This is not hate. But when you have this type lack of talent on this team is not very talented, okay? He has to be out there every night. Now I say every now and then you skip a game, but come on, man. And the thing that really pissed me off, right, was the fact that, okay, you had all the energy for the Chicago Bulls. You even dunked the ball a few times. But you can't play against Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards in the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the best teams in the NBA so far. And you dunk them, but you didn't want to play. But you want to play against Chicago Bulls, and you still get your ass whipped. So like Derek Fisher said this last year, a few years ago. I'll never forget that shit. I felt that shit in my soul. Where he said that you can't cheat the grind. Now the Lakers are talking about trading D'Angelo Russell. Give the man, I think he's a very talented player, but I think he'll get it together. I think Gabe Vincent will get it together. I think Rui Hachimura, he had a great game last night. He had 18 points last night. I'm not putting this on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he could play a little bit better on defense. But what can you do if you have no damn help? He has no fucking help. Then you got the guards. You got the Laker guards. Teams are just blowing past them, man. Especially that Kobe White. The other night, the Chicago Bulls, he was killing them. He was killing their guards, man. Cam Reddish, he doesn't give you much. I mean, he tries, but this Laker team has to get it together. And I don't want no trades. Please don't do that shit. Then you're gonna have to give up your youth. You want Zach LaVine. No. I'm gonna say this. If LeBron and AD, you pay them all the money, they need to start learning how to lead and set an example. But this ain't about Anthony Davis. This is about LeBron James. That I just think that was, and I love LeBron. I hate making this video. I felt sad last night looking at them. Because it was just pathetic that this team, you lost 4 straight games, man. 4 straight. But, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Because I look at it like this at the end of the day. He quit last night. He didn't want to play. Why you didn't want to play against them? Fuck that Chicago Bull game. You could have rested that shit. If he would have played Christian Wood and Jackson Hayes more, they would have had a damn chance. But the part that bothers me about Bron is that he need to stop doing this dumb shit. That you had all the energy, I ain't gonna ride a dead horse, but he had all the energy for the Chicago Bulls. But he didn't have no energy for one of the best teams in the NBA. To me, that made him look like a quitter. To me, that was a bitch move. I'm sorry. But Bron need to stop doing dumb shit like this, man. And I know y'all suck his dick and kiss his ass, but not me. I love LeBron. This is not about hate. It's a business. That you don't have a lot of talent. I felt bad for Anthony Davis. Because he's doing all he can. You already don't have a whole lot of talent. You don't have a lot of talented wings and guards. You know what I'm saying? Because, D'Angelo Russell, last week and a half, he's giving you nothing. Nothing. He's bringing you nothing. I mean, and last night he really didn't have an effect. Because that little 17 points, come on, man. That was, it looked good on the stat sheet, but he really had no, it really didn't mean anything. It was basically meaningless. And, it's just to the point, like, then, my problem with LeBron got to learn how to hustle, man. He got to hustle on the boards. He has to hustle on defense. If he doesn't want to play defense, okay, he scores 20 points, but if you're giving up 20, what good is he doing you? I mean, come on, man. That Bron has to get together. That all this skipping marquee teams. And then you got to think on top of this. And he did the same shit he does the last few years. What about that fan? I made a video about that a couple of years, like last year. What about that fan? Because there's a lot of Laker fans out here. Because, Laker fans are worldwide, right? What about that kid, that 12-year-old kid that's a LeBron James Laker fan? And let's say the mom then worked overtime. Let's say the mom and the dad, they took this day off. Or let's say they live in Chicago somewhere or something. And they drive 5 hours to the arena. They get hotel rooms, they buying food, they buying jerseys. And LeBron James is sitting out and there's nothing wrong with him? That's not right to the fans. If you know you're not going, I give Magic and them credit. Because I looked at the old videos of the Lakers. And it was the 86-87 season when they won a championship, right? They were saying, like, Byron Scott was like, they'll go up to the role players and they'll say, Wes Matthews, Kurt Rambis, Adrian, I forgot his name. Billy Thompson, Michael Thompson, Michael Cooper. They would have a meeting in some games and Magic and them and say, look, we don't feel like playing tonight. We tired. So what Magic and Kareem and them will do, they'll jump on the team on purpose. So second half, they can play the rest of their bench players. If you're not gonna play the game, at least cut his minutes in some games. Because he is 38 years old. Okay, I give him that. But come on, man, against the Minnesota Timberwolves, you didn't want to play. That make you look bad and make you like a quitter. That LeBron has to play these games, man. They already don't have a whole lot of talent. I'm just being honest with you. Because these guys have not, Hachimura has been a disappointment. Jared Vanderbilt, they've got nothing out of him. All he does is sit on the bench. Gabe Vincent hasn't done much. I could talk about AR-15, right? Austin Reeves has been a real disappointment. He was named starter. Now he's coming off the bench, but he had 20 points last night, 21 points. So I can't really get on him. But Austin Reeves has to work on his defense. His defense is terrible. Those guards, D'Angelo Russell, he already can't defend. And I've been telling y'all that, but no, y'all don't listen to nobody. When I do videos and shit, everybody want to laugh and shit. I know basketball. I know beat. I told you when last year when you got D'Angelo Russell that he's erratic. He doesn't defend. He's a solid player, but he's erratic. And that's where the Lakers' problems are coming from, because their guards can't defend. They don't really have a lot of shooting. They depend on going to the basket. And in today's NBA, you have to have knockdown shooters, and they don't have knockdown shooters. And I don't want Jeannie Buss to make a whole bunch of trades. I don't want that shit because that make you look weak. Because if you're paying Bron and AD, why every time you turn around you need all these trades? You look at Kobe, you look at Kobe and Michael. They didn't ask for a lot of trades during the season. The team they had is what they stuck with. You know, Dr. Jerry Buss, 01, 02, 03. They said this is what they make their moves in the offseason. And that's what you stuck. Mitch Kupchak. They gave you the team that you had. You didn't see Kobe crying, whining about help. That's another thing I didn't like about what Bron did. They made him look weak. How you think those guys feel that they're doing the best? They don't have a whole lot of talent, but they play hard. And I give the Lakers credit for that. These young guys, they are playing hard. They're not a lot of talent, but they're playing hard. How do you think that makes them feel when Bron do shit that, oh, we need more talent? Nigga, it's on you. You supposed to be the help. They brought you to LA to win championships, not win play-in tournaments, not to win bubble championships. They brought you in to win a championship. And he has failed, man. And y'all can make all the excuses you want. I'm tired of seeing this shit show. That these people that wear that purple and gold, they deserve fucking better than this bullshit. And it's totally disrespectful when he makes we don't have the roster. Nigga, come on, man. When you gonna stop being a bitch? Why the fuck he ducked that Minnesota Timberwolves game? That made him look soft. And I don't give a fuck about nobody getting mad either. I don't. I'm gonna say this again. I don't mean to yell. And I know how y'all love LeBron. I love him too. Because I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't. Because it's time when you're honest with people, that's how you love people. But these people don't really care about LeBron. They don't. Because ain't it better for somebody to be honest with you than bullshit you? You done lost three games in a row, and this nigga want to rest? What the fuck you resting for? You fighting for your fucking lives already. It ain't even January yet. It ain't 500 at January. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's an old saying, right? When people show you who they are, believe them. Maya Angelou said that. When people show you who they are, believe them. This is LeBron. Now, LeBron cares about himself. LeBron don't really want to work hard. He don't play defense. A lot of things ain't about talent. It's about effort, man. And they don't put any effort on defense. So then you go find, okay, then the first thing gonna say is, well, we fired Darvin Ham. Okay, you go get another coach. What good is that doing you when you got niggas out here, D'Angelo Russell, you got Austin Reeves, you got LeBron, you got Christian Wood. They liabilities on defense. They get cooked on defense. Bron is not hustling. I love him to death. But they don't hustle on defense. Even Anthony Davis is a lazy defender. Because Karl Anthony Towns was doing whatever he wanted to do last night. Rudy Gobert dunked on his head a couple of times. Ain't you tired of getting embarrassed? That shit was embarrassing in Chicago. But nobody wants to tell the truth. Why? Because, you know, telling the truth don't give you views, do it. I love LeBron more than half of these other people. Because I watch all their games now. I be watching them. Like that Knicks game. That shit was embarrassing. The way that Jay Rand and Brunson and Emmanuel Quickly, they were just doing what the fuck they wanted to do. They could not stay in front of Emmanuel Quickly and Jalen Brunson. The guards don't play defense. And they're out there getting cooked. I mean, Austin Reeves' defense, he has to improve on being a defender. He's a good scorer, but he has to depend on defense. He has to improve on defense. D'Angelo Russell doesn't even try to play defense. And I just say, like, man, that's all I got. I ain't gonna be on this long, but Bron got to cut that coward shit out, man. That was weak as fuck. That you gonna play with the Chicago Bulls. Why? Because they won 11 games and lost 17, but you gonna skip out on the Minnesota Timberwolves that only lost 6 games and got the best record in the NBA. Y'all don't see that shit, though. But y'all, I know y'all gonna get mad and cry like a little bitch. I don't give a fuck. I need Bron to step up on defense. I need for him to stop missing these games. If he can't play everybody else got to play the games, why the fuck this nigga get a pass? That's not right to them. That's not right. We all, one man suffer, we all suffer. We all a team, right? Why this nigga get passes, but everybody else don't? It's not right. I don't care if he is top 6 in the NBA ever. And I give him that. He's a generational talent. I give no question. But at the end of the day, come on, man, stop using your clout to your advantage. Because that's not right to the other guy. That's not right to Anthony Davis. Y'all talk shit about Anthony Davis. Every time he miss games, y'all call him a bitch and street clothes and everything. But when LeBron rests games, he's 39. I don't want to hear that shit. It's players that's older and have played, Vince Carter, all these older players that played in the league years ago, they played every game. I don't want to hear that bullshit, man. I do not want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear excuses. I can say every now and then, but you miss playing against the Timberwolves, the best team in the NBA. That shit makes you look weak and it makes you look like a fucking quitter. But tell me what y'all think. I need Bron to stop ducking games. I'm out.